Hi, my name is Jeremy Fox. This is my AOC2 week 3 video review. This week we had to make a date planner, a very simple date planner app that you could enter a date, just like a short description, and choose the date of that event, and then append it all to a text view. So that's what we did, and that's what I did. So here is the app. Just a little title, date planner. Here's the text view, and then the add event button brings up the add event view modally. You can add a description, then dismiss the keyboard, and the date picker is restricted to today and today's time and going forward, so we'll just leave it at that. We hit save, it appends it to the text view. We can hit add event again, and we'll just pick tomorrow and hit save. And as you can see, they are in chronological order. The most recent date coming due is at the top going down. So if I do one for the 16th and I just say new event 3, there you go, new event 1, 2, and 3 by the date 14, 15, 16, and so on. And then if I were to do one, maybe say today at 10 o'clock, there we go. So see, I'll put new event 4 in between 1 and 2, because that's where it would be chronologically according to the time that it would be due. So that's the app. If we look at the code, we have a main view here, which will show you the nib, which you can see is this view over here in the simulator. That's all it is really, is a label, text view, and a button. The button is wired up to an IB action. Add event, which just presents the add event controller modally using a custom initialization method, which passes a reference to this main view controller because it has a property on it of a NS mutable dictionary called events. And so what we're doing, so when we instantiate the add event view controller, we pass a reference to the main view controller so that we can grab that events and update it from there. Then when we dismiss the add event view controller, the view will appear, gets called here, and then we just update the text view. I found this to be the simplest way to do this, considering it was just 2 views. I had considered using delegation to do it, but I just felt like that was way overkill with only 2 views and such a small app. So I just went with the custom init method. I'm not sure why this is looking all funky like this. There we go. Okay. So this is the add event view controller, and as you can see, we have our custom init method, which the only thing different than the original method, init method, is we have an and main view parameter, so that we can pass in the main view. We then set the main view that we're passing in to this add event views property called main VC for main view controller. And then what we can do, when the save event button gets clicked, which is this guy, after we type this in, we've selected a date, and then we hit save event, or save, we will hit save event method here, this IB action. We use a NS date formatter to format the date according to how it looked in the comp that was on FSO. So we have the formatted date from the date in the date picker, and then we instantiate an event object, which is just a very, very simple object, which just has 2 properties and 1 convenience method on it. So it has an event and a date. And if you look at the implementation, the only thing in here is this class method implementation, which sorts all the events and returns them in chronological order. So we go back to this, we just instantiate a new event, and then we set the event and the date on that object to what we just selected here. So the event would be the text here, and the date would obviously be the date from the date picker. And then we set the value on our NS mutable array of events, which is coming from the main view controller. We set the value of with our new event object for the key of the event and the date with a plus in the middle. That's the key, just to ensure it's unique. And then we dismiss this modal view controller animated, so it slides down and then appends the new event, just like that. And I also set up so if you forget to enter text, it just enters no event entered for the text. That's it for the architecture of the app and how it's set up and how it's used. We talked about what we did, went through a short overview. What do I think I could have done better? I think it'll probably be the same thing every week. I just wish I had more time to spend making the app prettier, but I like to spend most of my time really thinking about, architecture and how what's the best way to implement these things, because it's not being dictated to us, and we have the option to explore different ways of doing things, and I like that. I think it's cool. So I'll probably be spending more time on that. But I think every week it's going to be the same. I wish I had more time to make the UI look prettier, but hey, it is what it is. That's all I have. So thank you for watching.